This is Between Hooksets. I'm Jason Walter from In Through the Outdoors with my partner in slime, Kurt Underhill from the fishing crew.
What's up, buddy?
I don't know. It's 83 degrees in my apartment. We don't have the air conditioner on, so...
Yeah, I was going to forewarn you before the show started, but I'll do it live now. If you get extra hot, leave your shirt on.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, here's the good thing. I think I could, from here on up, we're good.
Yeah.
If it's any lower, not so much. No. I did get it's live right here in the middle.
Oh, you did? Good.
This time. I don't know what happened last time. I'll blame me, but we're good to go. We're rolling. Boy, what is 90? Did you guys make it to 90 something today?
I saw the one radio station, not your radio station, posts like we set a new record. I think it said 97.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I think it was 97 today.
Really?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. The National Weather Service.
How do you do, Lou?
Said 97.
Well, let's see what it says here from Mobridge. It looks like we must have hit 91. No, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We hit 91 degrees. We had to be 93 to break a record for us.
97.
97. So it was 97. So you guys got super hot, and then it's going to be like 49 on Friday.
Yeah, and looks like now we're in a severe weather watch.
For I suppose for tonight because of the heat, and then we got the cooling. The only good thing that I can see for us up here, Mayor, Your Honor, is the cloud cover. We've had cloud cover all day long, so we haven't had that energy, that you get from the sun, and then you start cooling down. So I don't know. I guess we'll all keep an eye on the weather and see what happens. I could use or go for some thunder.
Yeah, I could use some rain, and I can turn my water off in my yard. So,
yeah, that'd be fantastic. As a matter of fact, Aberdeen set a record with 93. Don, okay, thank you.
Yeah, it was a warm one today for April 22nd. So,
yeah.
And yeah, so the tournament trailer, I turned the air on earlier. It was on low. I turned it on this morning, and low did not keep up with 97 degree temp. So I'm at 80 or 78. So you're a little hot, but not much.
You got the black box there, so you got a little extra heat rolling.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's kind of how that whole thing goes. It should be a fun weekend. This weekend is Sharpe Showdown weekend. It's going to be cooler. Frankly, it's not going to be cold. It's going to be cooler, and I'm looking forward to it because it was 83 or 84 yesterday, 91 here today. That's too damn hot. I'm done. I'm out. Bring on fall.
Summer's over. 2 days. We're good.
Yeah, right. Well, somebody told me that May is supposed to be in the 60s the entire month. I'll take it. Mm-hmm. I'll take it.
Hopefully that's true. But yeah, it's going to be a great weekend for the old 4th annual Sharpe Showdown with the Pierre Chamber and Visit Pierre. And we got Miranda coming on tonight to chat about it. How we doing, Miranda?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Oh, other than we're both
wonderful.
Wonderful. I'm sure you heard, but I told Brian or Jason to leave his shirt on if he gets too hot.
Yeah, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, I'll keep it on. Can you tell that it's pink, or does it just look like a dirty white shirt?
Yeah, Carlos says it rains every year on the Sharpe Showdown.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's gonna be a great weekend. Looking to come to Sharpe, Lake Pierre, South Dakota. Miranda, tell us a little bit about what we have going on this weekend, what the anglers can look forward to.
Yeah, so this is, like Kurt has said, our 4th annual Sharpe Showdown, and first and foremost, thank you to the fishing crew for partnering with the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce on this. We wouldn't have this tournament, quite honestly, if it wasn't for you coming in and saying, hey, we should do this together. So thank you to you and your crew for all that you do for us over the weekend. But yeah, the tournament's coming up. We've got 2 days left until the rules meeting. The rules meeting will take place this Friday, April 24th at Larkspur Landing Event Center. I believe that registration kind of starts at 4:30. Is that right, Kurt?
Yeah, 4:30 we'll check in, and we'll get meeting at 6, and we'll be out of there before 7 probably. So
yeah, and we're looking forward to connecting with all the anglers, whether you've fished it before or you're new to this event. We're happy that whoever has signed up, and just looking forward to a good weekend of fishing on Lake Sharpe. I know the weather hasn't been necessarily in our favor the last several years, but that's fishing.
it's springtime, right? I mean,
it's April.
97, right? It's supposed to be rainy. April showers, right? We don't get those, so whatever. I know the wind. I was talking to a few anglers. I haven't looked at the weather. I almost did this afternoon. I usually don't. The week prior, leading up to the tournament, I got told the weekend looks good, but there's going to be a few windy days of practice. And I'm like, oh, well, today I'm like looking out and like, this ain't windy. And then all of a sudden, a couple hours later, it was windy. So hopefully it blows itself out pretty quick for us.
Yeah, hopefully it goes well. I mean, I'm excited for the weekend. It's a lot of effort goes in from the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce team. Danny from the sponsorships that we can get, Ellie from all the social media posting and going to the radio and promoting this event. Marcy and myself, we do a lot of planning kind of behind the scenes, but we're ready for it to come to the full circle and have another great weekend. And so, yeah, the tournament kicks off on Saturday, April 25th at 7 a.m. and we're ready to get those boats on the water and fishing.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about this event is, even with the wind, Hooked Outdoors said today was a little breezy, but that's the nice thing with Sharpe is it's not a wahi. Miranda is a contestant in the Governor's Cup for a lot of years with her dad, and I'm pretty sure you were in it when it came up to like 58 mile an hour winds. So Miranda's a diehard fisherman. She buys her license a week of the Gov Cup.
Hey, it's on auto renew. I'm good. We're good.
No, thanks to GFP for auto renew. She's got her.
That is honestly
do any work.
That is one of the best things that they came up with. That whole auto renew's been awesome. Because who remembers on January 31st to redo your license?
Hey, before they started auto renew, the only reason I remembered was Pierre Winter Fishing Weekend, and it was always like driving out to practice or the morning of the tournament going, oh crap, they say at the rules meeting we get our fishing license. I will say my wife's auto renew does not work for some reason.
Oh,
we have it clicked on there, and every year she's like, do I have my license? Like, yeah, it's an auto renew. And she goes, it hasn't worked ever. So, and it never fails when I'm pulling into the boat ramp and she's out getting stuff ready, I'm getting her license or vice versa. So yeah, it's other than that, great thing. But yeah, so the thing about Sharpe is the wind is going to be a factor a little bit, but it doesn't get as bad as Lake Oahe, and we can kind of contain the boats where they can go and can't go with the wind, and as long as we don't have a dead south wind, we're usually pretty good on Lake Sharpe.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. I've fished, like you said, the Governor's Cup, and there might have been a year or two where I'm like, I'm never going to fish this again, but I show up every year, so.
Oh, your old dad would not be happy. Your old man would not be happy for you not fishing the Gov Cup with him. I think that's the highlight of his year. But, Sharpe Showdown, backstory goes, were you at the chamber? I don't think you were at the chamber when I first came there with it, and you came in shortly after, but I was driving down there to tell them they should sponsor a tournament. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't they put some sweat equity into this and make it their tournament, and we'll run together. We'll make a joint effort out of it. And it's been a great thing. And really, since you and the girls got there now, it's really been a great thing because, I mean, the added money into this thing from all the sponsors, the rules meeting is blown up. The snack, what do we call them? Heavy apps or appetizers, that the anglers get. I mean, it's the weigh bags that the anglers get. It's all something special, right? I mean, you don't go to Gov Cup and get a weigh bag when you check in.
Right.
But you don't get a weigh bag, right? So we designed it a little differently, made it a lot more, more about the angler, and the community's really gotten behind it.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. We have some awesome sponsors. I think we have over 30 sponsors for this event, which is insane, awesome. We're so grateful for the community support that we get from this event. I mean, we couldn't be doing this without them. So a huge shout out to the Pierre area for supporting us and in promoting this event and getting it out there and getting anglers to come fish with us. We're just really excited that we get to keep doing this year to year and excited to see what the future brings for it as well.
Yeah, and it's like I said, the anglers, come support this event. There's still time. We've shut registration down late tonight, so make sure you get in if you want in. There's still some spots. Let's fill this thing up. I mean, 60 teams, and that means officially I can, Vexus contingency, $10,000 extra to win the Vexus. And I got a little email right after Chamberlain that it's all Ranger Cup. So Ranger, Nitro, and Triton rewards. If there's over 60 teams or more, you win $8,000 if you win in a qualifying boat. So that's not anything. That's just the manufacturers throwing money in. So let's build it up to 60 teams. If you don't have anything going on, Lake Sharpe, don't be scared of it. It's not a bad lake. It gets a bad rap, I think, right, Miranda? Like we've talked about this. But if you take your time and understand it, and the map chips are really good down there, you're going to be fine. And the best part about it is you're going to catch fish.
Yeah, the nice part is it's totally different fishing. If you fish Lake Oahe, it's a totally different fishing atmosphere from Lake Oahe to Lake Sharpe, which I think we're super special to have here in the Pierre area, because we can say to people, even just advertising our area, say, yeah, you've got this big old lake that you can go fishing on, some deep water fishing, but then you head to Lake Sharpe and it's your river system. It's the skinnier waterway and just faster moving water, and it's two totally different experiences that you can have.
Well, and the rise and the fall of the river, honestly, it plays into it a little bit. I mean, it really does, because you don't know what's going to happen, and it covers some of those fishing spots, right? You either get a little more, or you get a little less, and that's one thing that always kind of makes me excited about Sharpe.
Well, that I think is the first year we were set up at the amphitheater. We were going to pull the boats up behind, had a dock ready to go in, and the first boat came in, and he's like, thank God he came in early. He's like, I can't make it in there, guys. And then we had our pontoon up in there, and we had to push it out with a landing net, and it was a bad deal. And we got it to work, and we moved the weigh-ins, and that's the nice thing. We just move the weigh-ins really quick, but now we don't have to worry about that because we have water transport. It is a catch and release tournament, and that's the thing about Sharpe. You're gonna catch a ton of fish. Now, if you think you're coming to catch your 10-pounder, probably not the event you're gonna do that at, but you
could get lucky.
You can get lucky. They are lucky, right? But it's not a Oahe where you're gonna catch, significant amount of overs, and it's different than even Francis Case where we started the year. I love the oh, sorry, I had to giggle at a comment. Not many people, nobody on this podcast, not many people are going to know that name, but yeah.
You see the guy that picked everything up and took off and left everybody hanging?
Yeah, that might have been a thing.
Okay.
Including our family. But yeah, so it's such a fun fishery, and you can fish. I was out on Easter with the guy, and literally everywhere we went, it was full of fish. Now, getting him to bite was a different story, but everywhere we pulled up, the side scan was lit up with fish. So the other great thing about this event, if you're not a scoper, this is your event, because scoping is very hard in that fast water. Not saying it's completely ruled out, but it doesn't play as much as Lake Oahe does.
Well, you got to be champion at boat control. Yeah. Right. I mean, that's got to be your specialty if you're going to make the live scope work.
Yeah. And I know a lot of the anglers, my dad personally, he's going to be fishing the tournament. I think he just got a live scope. But this is more of your traditional fishing, not targeting the fish, but actually working to catch the fish. I know you work to catch the fish when you're doing live scope. It's a skill. It's a major skill. wouldn't know what the heck I was doing. If my dad said, "Hey, drop this down and try and catch it," I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" But I mean, it's more of like the bottom bouncer, the pitching, and that kind of stuff. It's a different type of fishing than what you would see, like we've discussed on Lake Oahe. So it's fun, it's different, it's showing a little bit of a different skill.
Yeah. And then that's what I love about it, right? And it's, you can go out and pull bottom bouncers. You can go out and pull jigs. You can, throw pitch jigs. You can pull crankbaits. You can play any game you want in this event, and every one of them could cash that check.
Trolling for the win. Oh, what do we got going on here? The mayor says, not really sure, but the border of Lake Sharpe and Francis Case, the interstate.
Fort Thompson. Fort Thompson. So the Big Bend Dam at Fort Thompson breaks our water up, and that's our boundary. It's dam to dam. If you want to make that run, I don't know many boats that can make that run, but it's pretty, you can get to West Bend, North Bend area if you know what you're doing. But, I mean, with the wind coming in, that whole Antelope Creek South could be out of play. It could be a really tight field in the city up here.
Well, it's going to be interesting because the wind isn't going to be big. I looked at it, sorry, but it's kind of northeast, switching to the west, and then it ends up being, I think, northeast again on Sunday. But there's that 12 to 18, 10 to 16. So manageable wind. Of course, add 10 miles an hour to that, right? Because that's usually 10 feels like 20, 20 feels like 30, 30, whatever. We're kind of used to it. But you got the warm front that came through. We've got the cold front tonight, and I don't think it's a major cold front, but then tomorrow we cool down and we continue to cool down with a change in the weather. Is that going to change the way things play? Probably. I guess fishing report from Lake Sharpe. Anybody have one? I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, nobody talks to me this week anyways, but like Pitter says here, the old Cap Journal Derby used to be a tight field. Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of has been, right? I mean, every year we've seen this. Somebody lucks into an over, is what NWT last year and this event. I was pretty close. NWT, I wasn't expecting, somebody to ding 2 overs on day one, but I said somebody's going to come in with a 12 to 15 pound bag day one. They're going to come in with 9 on day 2, and they're going to win it. And that's pretty much what it happened. And that's kind of how this event is you see somebody with a big bag day one, and then that 10 pound bag day 2. So it's going to be, it's such a fun, tight event, and it's so unique, and then we get away in the Steamboat Park. Let's talk about that a little bit, Miranda.
Yeah, so we have a whole setup. Like I said, thank you to our sponsors. They make this happen for us. The setup is actually pretty awesome. We'll have a catch and sip bar. So after everyone goes and catches their fish, they can come have a sip. So a little clever there, but we have some sponsors for that. And then we have an angler's alley. So it kind of all comes together once it's put up. It makes a nice little scene for down in Steamboat Park, really inviting for people to come watch the anglers weigh their fish as well. So even if you're not fishing the tournament, we want you to come support the anglers, cheer them on. I'm sure most of the people that are tuning into this live feed have some relationship with someone who's fishing the tournament. We just invite you to come down. Saturday, we might have the bar open a little early. Let's say like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I mean, if you're looking for something to do, come grab a drink and we'll gladly serve you. But yeah, we're just really excited to be down there. Weigh-ins start at 3 p.m. So if you can make it, come on down. If not, I know we'll have the live stream going through the fishing crew.
Yeah, so with that, the anglers should be off the water at 3 p.m. They have to trailer 6-8 blocks to get there. So I probably guess we're going to start weighing in around 3:15ish by the time the guys get there. But we'll start the scale start the stream when the first person gets there. But I'm guessing that's going to be 3:10, 3:15. So we'll make sure we get that captured. And and the fun part is we're right there. Chasen gets to walk out behind the amphitheater and do his morning videos, and the takeoff's pretty cool. And if honestly, was it the NWT last year? We went all the way down and we found that little hidden hole by the Isaac Wall.
Yeah.
That is one of the coolest spots to watch takeoff because all the boats are ramping up, but they're coming by you one at a time. So it's really not like the Gov Cup where they all take off and they start spreading and scattering. Every boat has to go by this spot. Every single, and they're all single file by that spot. So it's really
yeah. And pretty much full throttle, right? I mean, it's, maybe not 60 miles an hour. It might be, though, because they're coming by pretty fast.
Yeah, and Danny from our office will actually be down there because we headed down there during the NWT to watch that, and it was so cool. I've never seen that before. All the boats just coming through the chute. But Danny will be down there taking photos. So if you are fishing and you see someone with a camera, wave at them. We want to get some cool photos of you and your teammates. So,
well,
yeah.
If we got Danny down there, we might have to send a live camera down there with her.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that.
We can put it on a tripod and she can set it up down there for us and we can get a little live feedback to the studio and we can get some of that shot rather than us just talking in the morning. So it could be very cool to get a different angle that we've talked about, right? We talked about it in Chamberlain, seeing the boat stage, but now we're going to get to see that shot from way down there. And it's a lot of fun because they got to they're hauling butt and then they got to make the corner if they're going back upriver. If they're going down, they don't. But it's kind of fun to watch them rip down there and then make their move to which way they're going. So and the cool part is you can drive down the causeway or across the bridge and see the anglers fishing. I mean, a lot of the people that fish in town, you can pretty much go sit somewhere and watch them fish all day.
Yeah, fish the bridge, the pylons, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's super cool because even when we're sitting down in the park getting ready for setting up the weigh-ins and stuff, we'll see anglers just behind us and behind the amphitheater or on the main channel. And so it's kind of cool getting to see where everyone's going.
And a lot of the times, like Gov Cup, they take off. We don't see them till the afternoon. We can drive up in the causeway and see 5 teams. It's pretty neat. I mean, it's such a unique spot to do a tournament. Steamboat Park, we kind of wrecked Miranda's hopes and dreams after last year when we couldn't put our new trailer on the big stage because that was so much fun. But I think we do a heck of a job setting it up and making it look pretty cool where we have it. So it's a very unique event. It's very fun. It's right in the community. And honestly, the community of Pierre supports fishing tournaments. I mean, remember what was the last year? The little junior tournament that was here. I mean, yeah. Every day more and more people showed up.
Yeah, we hosted the Junior World Bass Tournament back in July of 2025, and it was amazing to see where these people traveled from. And they were fishing up on Lake Oahe, and I think there was 68 teams, and 67 of them were from out of state. So it was great to get those young kids into our waters and getting them experienced. And I know a lot of those families will probably come back up this way at some point.
And it was pretty good fishing too. There were nice bass caught. It was a great weekend.
Yeah, and some of them hit the water. It was the launches out of Spring Creek, and they hit the open water in their little bass boats, and they're like, "Oh boy, this is a different beast."
Yeah.
And okay, so there are a few things that we should probably mention. Number one, day breaks at about 6:00, so it's going to be light for takeoff. So that whole live thing is going to look great. The Euclid is still under construction. That started again, right? So anybody coming down Euclid, you got to deal with the northern end of that this year. Does it really make a difference? There are other ways to get to town. Just if you're used to coming down from the north, you'll have to switch there and find the alternate route, which is fine. You just follow the signs. And then weigh-in. Let's talk about it. You got about 40 teams, 45 teams. And if we get to 60, weigh-in will take a little longer. But I've had people say, I tuned in for weigh-in and I didn't see it. That's because you tuned in too late because you're used to 100, 125 or 200 boats. So it's a long weigh-in. This is not a long weigh-in. And Sunday will not be a long weigh-in because we'll probably have 5 teams or maybe 10. It depends on how fishing is. that will just not weigh in. So if you want to see the weigh-in, tune in at 3:00 and just be ready to go, because it's going to go big when we start getting there. So it will, once we get started, get over quickly.
Yeah, I will say, just for anyone watching that's in the Pierre community that wants to come down to the weigh-ins, the Causeway Road will be shut down. It is still open to the public to go walk and go fish off the Causeway piers, go to La Framba Island and go walking. But the road will be closed from about 2 to 5 p.m. Just for safety purposes. We learned a little bit last year on how this all works. So we just want to make sure that the anglers are safe and any participants that are coming down to watch. You might go over and look at someone's boat, awesome, but we don't want there to be cars just driving down the road and or people not paying attention either way. So yeah, we're just a heads up there. If you're in the Pierre community for the week, just park on the road or in the parking lot outside of the roadblock, and we'll direct you where you need to go.
And the mayor of Mobridge wants to let everybody know, that's what I'm giggling about. The train bridge in Euclid is still undefeated.
Yes. I don't think anybody's ever going to beat that bridge.
Trapper's got a big one here. Go ahead, Jason.
Let's see, those walleyes constantly moving. Fish the National Walleye Tour last year. There wasn't too many places where you couldn't encounter fish, and it was hard to keep track of pre-spawn females. Yeah, I guess there's a good question, because 2 weeks ago we were up on, I guess we were down on Lake Francis Case Chamberlain, and the spawn was on. It kind of started. Now, where are we at with Sharpe? We've got days like this. Any idea what the water temp is? I don't suppose Nick's watching and can tell us, because certainly he was out fishing today. Yeah.
Nick doesn't know what country. He's in a different country right now. So
he's not even around? Oh, okay.
No, he's in New Zealand this year. So
geez.
But no, I mean, that's the thing. It's always kind of that hard, the spawn. You got to find the pre-spawn. It's part of the game, right? And we picked this time of year because it is a little. I mean, it's not a tougher bite. It separates a few people finding the pre-spawns, the post-spawn, but it's a good event, and the fish are transitioning up, transitioning out. They're moving. Sharpe is such a unique beast for that, right? Like even in Thomas Ashley heard 47.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Spawn's on. No doubt. Did you get, do you have rain or something? I just got thunder.
Yeah. I grabbed my phone to had to text my wife, cause I was watering my grass I'm trying to grow. And, it started raining. I could hear it hitting the trailer. So it's pretty big drops when that happens. So yeah, Dan, you will not be there to help us release fish this year, but that's the great part. We put these fish back, right? I mean, so all these fish, I'm not naive. We lose a couple here and there, but for the most part, all the fish get to go back into Lake Sharpe to be caught another day. So it's, not hurting our spawn, not hurting our fishery at all. So it's such a great event. Come support it and be a part of what is such a cool event. And we hope to continue for many, many years to come. And, Miranda, you've been in Pierre pretty much your whole life, correct?
Yeah, born and raised.
I see. And I've only been here, 18 years now. But everybody talked about the Cap Journal tournament back in the day. And that was a big event back in the day. And, I don't know. I mean, I want to see this event become the Cap Journal like it was.
Yeah, I mean, if we keep getting people to buy into what we're doing, I mean, we could get there someday. So it's exciting to see what's to come in the future. I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited for next year, the 5th annual. I mean, it's hard to believe that. I mean, I'm on my 3rd Sharpe Showdown right now, and I feel like I just started my job. So it's crazy how fast time goes by, but how we even keep evolving this tournament. We just keep making it, in my eyes, I feel like it gets better and better each year. So it's just it's fun to work with the fishing crew and see what we can make of it and stuff. And I do want to give a quick shout out to our gold sponsors. They're our top level sponsors. We have Bank West, Budweiser, the Pure Business Improvement District #1, and Visit Pierre. So shout out to them for supporting us and bringing this event kind of into what it is.
Yeah, so Scott Pitlick used to fish the Cap Journal tournament. You had to clip your registration out of the newspaper.
That's awesome.
And the entry fee was $40.
That's awesome. I like that. By the way, before we started, I don't think there was anything on the radar. Here's what it looks like. Yeah. So Pierre and Mobridge, we're both getting a little bit of lightning and thunder.
Where that lightning bolts were is my house. So.
Yeah, me too.
It's coming across right for me. Dan helped with all the fish release. The anglers did an awesome job with their fish, 100%. And that's the thing. Like, the anglers want to put these fish back. They don't want to butcher them. They want them back to catch another day. And like I said, Lake Sharpe is such a unique thing for it. You can fish any way you want. Like I said before, it's such a fun event. And the community support behind it is incredible. Like, I mean, I sit on the board at the chamber, and it's one of the better events for the community to get behind.
I totally agree. And I think it's great having, honestly, your voice on the chamber, just a different perspective, a different outlook on maybe the tourism side of it, and getting those people involved and seeing, we have these awesome waterways. Let's promote the heck out of them. Let's get people on these waters. Doesn't matter where they're coming from. We want them to experience great fishing, which is what we have.
Yeah. And I'm going to put this up here. So Scott fished with my dad a couple times in the Cap Journal tournament, Dan Frost. Yeah. I mean, so the Cap Journal goes way back. We kind of, that went away. The fire department had their tournament, Rumble on the River, that went away. And then we came with Sharpe Showdown, and it's going to continue to grow. We're going to get more people behind it. It's going to be it's a fun event. If you haven't done it, get there and do it. But I want to touch in on the rules meeting. We're having it at a different venue. It's kind of been a thing. This will be our 4th venue in 4 years. We try to support the community. This is a chamber event, so it's not like it's Cedar Shores or the Gov Cup. We go to the same 2 spots every time. We support the community. So let's talk a little bit about the Larkspur Landing, where it's at, and what we can expect from them.
Yeah, so Larkspur Landing, thank you to them for hosting this event. It's a beautiful venue. Like Kurt said, as the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, we want to get people out into different businesses of our community, and this is a great way to do it. So the Larkspur Landing is on the truck route, which is Garfield Road. It's to the north of Walmart and right next to Menards. They have a sign out front, but plenty of parking. It's just, once you walk in, you won't probably believe that's what's inside the building. So it's just, they've done a great job of fixing that place up and making it into what it is. It's honestly one of the larger event spaces in Pierre. Aside from the Ramcota, we don't really have much else, but it's a great opportunity for us to get people inside those doors, because who knows, maybe you'll want to host a wedding there, maybe you'll want to host another rules meeting there. I don't know what you'll do there, but I'm sure you can figure something out. And like I said, it's a great space, and we just want to get people out into the community and experience what Pierre has to offer.
Yeah, like I said, it's when you walk up, you wouldn't know. It's an old lumber yard. I mean, that's what it is. Yeah. It's an old lumber yard.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it doesn't really, they've done a great job fixing the outside up, so it doesn't, it's not the old lumber yard feel, but you walk up, you're like, this doesn't look like it is, and then you open the doors, you're like, whoa, what is going on in here? Great space to host events. They're great to work with, so pretty excited to get the rules meeting out of that event center and show that off. And then Downs Marina, man, we get a takeoff out of Downs Marina. I love the lineup back behind the hospital there with all the guys you can watch. A great spot to watch takeoffs. And like I said, you got down by the Isaac Walton League to watch takeoffs. Maybe we could get Danny or Ellie on putting a couple pins on a map to where you could watch takeoffs and put that out for social media. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool to do and get that out in the Pierre Chamber and the Fishing Crew page. And we're going to go live all weekend long. We'll have the morning show. We'll have the midday. Hopefully we can find a guest to come in and talk about the midday stuff like we did last year. That's a lot of fun when we can get people in there to talk, and we get good cell phone coverage so we can have people live on the water. And it's going to be a lot of fun this year. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Look forward to it. And I think the fishing is going to be right uptown where everybody can watch it. If the wind blows, like guys were saying, down south might be out of the game, but there's plenty of water and fish will bite there.
Yeah, we're super excited for the weekend. It's one of our favorite events to put on, one of our larger events to put on for the year as well. And our theme this year is red, white, and blue to go along with America's 250th. If you follow, I actually would invite anyone that's viewing this to follow the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce on Facebook. Whether you're in the Pierre area or not, we have a lot of different events going on, and we invite you guys to come be part of them. We also invite anyone that's interested in membership to come join the chamber. We have a lot of great benefits that will help you and your business get out there, get in front of people. One of the ones that I like to throw out there is we do have an outfitter membership, and that is for hunting, fishing guides, lodges, that kind of industry. We go out to sports shows. We promote the heck out of you guys. And we want people to come to Pierre. We want them to have great experiences, and we know we have a great group of people in this area that will show people a good time.
Well, and that's just it. And don't forget, visit Pierre's Facebook page either, the tourism side of things, which is kind of your main job. People that don't know, Miranda's the head of Visit Pierre, but she also works for the chamber. It's kind of a multi-level role type of deal she does. But yeah, I mean, I've been to quite a few sports shows from over the years. It's fun because Miranda's always like, hey, which one should we go to next? And we try to move around. Me and my wife have been to Denver. We've been to Chicago. We try to get to these outer areas and talk about this awesome community we have. And anybody out there, lodges, anybody that's a guide, anybody that's not a member of the chamber, and I'm going to come out and say it, before Jamie Seiner got there, you wouldn't have got me to be a member of the chamber, and she kind of got me into it. And you guys have really brought me in to be on the board and learn everything that goes on with the chamber and all the great things it does for the community and continues to help the community blossom and bring people to this wonderful town. And I love it. People like, there was a thing earlier this year, some guys like, hey, would you be interested in this? And I said, yeah, but I'm not moving. You couldn't pry me out of this community, so love it here. Great place to raise a family. And if you got to love hunting and fishing, because that's what Pierre is. But we have shops downtown. So if your wife comes, like, I can already probably guess we're going to have a little branding iron on Saturday morning for breakfast, aren't we?
100%.
I hope so.
Probably Saturday and Sunday. Let's be real.
Yeah, I think that's the highlight of our staff party tournament is like, I get the text from Miranda, branding iron now.
Let's go warm up before we go set up.
Did you guys hear the thunder? It actually.
I'm wondering if that's what it was in the background up there.
Yeah, I was hoping that the echo cancellation didn't cut it out, because I even think the table and the chair, everything, I think the camera shook a little bit with the thunder too. I'm like, oh, I hope they got to see the lightning and hear the thunder.
I didn't see the lightning, but I heard the rumble, and I didn't know if you need to go eat a peanut butter and bologna sandwich or. No. I keep looking. I keep trying to look out the window. I'm just kind of curious to see what kind of cloud or system it's building into, because there was one sharp. It was a cloud to ground just outside the window here. I'm like, oh, and that's why I wondered if you could see the flash. But I didn't pay attention to it. I'm betting if you watch back, you'll be able to see it. But you made peanut butter and bologna sandwiches last year. Did Miranda try one? Did you? Are you going to try one this year?
I don't know, but we'll have to see what kind of shape I'm in. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I was desperate enough last year to try it.
I'll do everybody a favor. I will grill the peanut butter and bologna sandwiches, and everybody will fall in love with them.
Oh boy, I don't know about that.
I mean, 95% of 100% of 95% are going to love them.
I might need a beer to wash it down.
Every time.
They're good. They're delicious.
It works every time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's. I try to always make up tight lines there, candy bar. I always try to make up something different along that because I don't want to always steal the line. But
No,
now it looks like we've got a little bit of rain there. This is for being a radio weather guy. I'm kind of excited just to watch this stuff. I love hearing it. It's amazing. Do you have rain there still?
I can't tell. I'm in a box. It's not
right.
the trailer, but
You can't hear it hitting the ceiling though.
no.
Okay.
We don't have anything here in Pierre yet, at least at my house. So
Yeah.
I've been kind of waiting for something to happen. I was watching the radar earlier. I was like, I gotta make it home before something crazy happens.
Oh, here I'm not going to be able to share this quick enough, but there's a fair amount. There's a big line of stuff there, so it looks like here in Mobridge may be in for it because it's all moving to the northeast. So maybe we'll have some activity
If the hard
tonight.
white stuff doesn't come, it can rain all at once.
Right on. The white combine.
Yeah.
Don't care for it one bit, but I do like the thunder and the lightning. Loose lips. Yeah, you know what? We all need the rain now. We're lucky up here in Mobridge. What, fried peanut butter and bologna sandwich with mustard is a great food option.
Reread that.
Yeah, the mustard, I'm not quite sure. Maybe just a little to taste. I wouldn't go too crazy with that one, but
He said no, a fried bologna sandwich with mustard.
fried bologna. Oh, okay. That's all right. See, I just automatically see peanut butter when I see the word bologna. So, maybe that's not I'm not a mustard fan.
So, well, Miranda, we appreciate your time. We look forward to hanging out with you all weekend long. We will kick you out of here. We're going to wrap up a few more things here, and we look forward to seeing you all weekend long at the Sharpe Showdown. And get signed up. There's still time. So thanks for taking your time tonight with us, and we'll see you Friday.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys for having me on. So
yeah, thanks. We'll see you later.
Let's party a little bit this weekend. Let's celebrate.
Oh, okay, party celebrate.
My finger went over, so I didn't mean to kick you out. So, but yeah, so we're gonna have a little fun party with Miranda this weekend. Yeah, we got a couple prairie fires. I heard there's one north of Harold. There's one down by Falk or Cannonbeck somewhere down there. Yeah, Felby's talked about the Jeff Daniels sandwich at the Gov Cup. You guys were talking about that last weekend, but
yeah, right.
Great thing about Pierre, if you want to come, and Pitter says let's talk about that a little bit. A 15-minute to get Pike Masters reviewed and Big Stone preview, 100%. So Pike Masters last weekend, I didn't have time to get the live feed set up because I was fishing it, and we had to immediately run home because it was the lady behind the scenes, my wife's 40th birthday party.
Happy 40th, Sherry.
40th. So we immediately spun up to Deadwood and had a great weekend, and Deadwood came home Monday night. So it was a good time. But Pike Masters, Greg Goodman maybe announced that it's the last one. We'll see what happens. There's some people that are interested in taking it over, see where it goes. We had 22 teams fish. It was tough. I mean, I don't remember all the stats, but 45 pounds won it. You can weigh 8 pike, 45 pounds won the thing. And I know Goody and them got third with 16 pounds for 2 fish. So it was a tough bite, but I mean, that's pike fishing. There's a lot more bait in the system. Pitlick has been a old school pike master for years. He runs a big slimy at the Grey Goose store. So it's kind of one of those things that the pike go and ebb and flow. And I think we're ebbing right now. We're not flowing, I guess. I don't know which one's better. We got a couple comments here we'll get into before we start talking But mustard is the top.
Okay. All right, Gene, I'm going to let you win tonight, but peanut butter's the best. Yeah. Talking about whiskey. Yeah, right. I'll go with whiskey.
The Boydens are going to be pissed. Yeah, they got 4th place. The Boydens got 4th place. We're not going to give Nate Munson any credit for being on that team. Although
that's right. He was on that team, wasn't he?
Although he brought in the spot and caught the fish, but the Boydens were the ones that got 4th place. They just brought Nate along for a fun time.
He's a fun time, though. I mean, you want to talk about a fun time.
Yeah, Pike Master is such a great event. It's a cool event, 4-person team. You can fish from the shore. You can fish from a boat. Your team has to be all together, so you can't fish from a boat and shore, but it's a very unique event, and you get to see some big slimers on Lake Oahe usually. So it's a fun event. But then we go following weekend, we go to Big Stone. I've been to Big Stone for a nice event, but we're going to Big Stone for a bass event.
It's all about the bass.
Yep.
All about the bass.
Going out of Hartford Beach. So it's a Sunday, 1-day shootout, $450 entry fee, 60 teams. Again, contingency money from Vexus on that event. So let's get that thing filled up. Registration's open till next week on that. We'll have rules meeting Friday or Saturday night. Fish 1-day Sunday. I know there's a lot of boys heading to La Crosse for the bass tournament. So they can, I know 4 or 5 of them are talking about swinging up to Big Stone, fishing that before they head to La Crosse. But let's build that one up because we'd like to continue to be up in Big Stone doing that event because I heard there's some donkeys on Big Stone. I was told to have the scales ready because it's going to be big bags.
No kidding. So 6, 7, 8 pounders? Not 8. Well, yeah, large, like, are they all smallmouth?
Largies and smalls in there, mostly.
Oh, okay.
A lot of largemouth. Be my first time officially weighing in largemouth, but it's largemouth or smallmouth. But I mean, it's a 6-fish limit. It's a 2-person team, all live release, all bass rules apply. Other than I don't care what your motor size is, and you can use a landing net. But everything traditional bass is you have to. No trolling, cast, remove rod and reel or remove the bait by hand. Pitter just told me no smallies, so it's all big. It's all big.
Okay, so that's what 6, 7, maybe some 8 pounders in there then.
Pitter said he'll be there. Pitter, what do you think it's going to take to win that event? Let's ask you that. I mean, you've been there. I've heard it's going to be some big bags, 6 bass, 1-day event. I mean, we could probably see, But yeah, there's plenty of time to get into that one. So get signed up on thefishingcrew.com for the Bass Classic. And then I think the next one after that, we got a few weeks off, and then we hit 2 weekends back to back with the Farmonic Electric Tournament and then the Bass Cup, So he says 23 to 24 pounds for 6 bass. So
yep. So averaging 4 pounds.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun one. Get up to Big Stone, see something different. We've been up there for a nice event. We've been to Traverse for a few walleye events in the summertime back in the day, but it's going to be fun to watch that. Hopefully get a bunch of Minnesota teams that come over and fish with us. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait to get out of, the river system. I love the river system, but I always like going to see new things, Go over and check out some bucket mouse for once.
Yeah, right. I've never caught one. I'd love to catch one. I know a few spots where I could find them, and I never made it to those spots, including Big Stone. There are a couple other little secrets, but I never got a chance to do that. I've been trying to get my boat out here, but every time it goes to 91 degrees, it's 45 with snow by Friday. So kind of wrecks the weekend, right?
Yeah, it is what it is. We just got to buck you up and get you in a cold snap CS1 suit, and then you can just fish in whatever.
No matter what.
So, no, we're looking forward to it. We'll get the whole crew here this weekend. Going to have a great event. And the chamber girls, like I was talking to Sherry last night about, who's going to be here, who's doing what. And she's like, this one's like one of the easiest ones. The girls from the chamber rock and roll everything for us. And I love this one because we have Miranda announcing the team names before they come to the stage.
Love it.
Yeah. So
I wish we had that every time, because she should come to every tournament because she does a great job, and I love that.
Oh, Pitter said he's free on Saturday if you need extra promoter communicator. Won the Cap Journal once.
Oh, there we go.
Pitter, we might take you up on that for a noon commentary. So, yeah, it'd be fun to go back, and you're an old school river rat from back in the day here, so it'd be a lot of fun to hear how. I mean, pretty much everybody that doesn't live under a rock knew that Pierre flooded in 2011, and it changed the system big time. And it moved some sandbars around, but I think the fishing, I mean, I'd only been here for a few years prior to that and didn't do much fishing on the river. I always did on the lake. So I don't know much about the old lake compared to what it is now. So, yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun to maybe get a few of the old school guys down there to chat. We had Mike McClellan last year, and then Sunday we ended up having Sunday we ended up having Dinger show up and
right. Yeah, that was a big conversation. That was a good day.
He said, I'm going to do this backwards because he corrected his spelling. So it's supposed to be Billy Breton got me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
So,
he got a lot of people, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of fun. Look forward to seeing everybody get signed up. Still spots available. And we're going to let you hopefully it cool down for you with the rain up there.
Well, I hope so, because I'll tell you what, it's hotter than hell up here. It's it has been, and it's been swassy. I'm just gonna say it. It's just been ridiculous. I hope we get the air on soon. But spent the night backfilling a hole, listening to you guys. Thanks for making it okay. It was just okay. The backfilling was supposed to be on the water with Vandicroll. Okay, well, so you know what? I'll go with you on that one, Chuck. It would have been a little bit more fun to be out there with Joel. I'm gonna be honest with you, out fishing, and you always got to be careful backfilling a hole because sometimes you get too close to the edge, and you end up backfilling the hole. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you, the first time I started backfilling around foundations when I was building houses in the 90s. Using a skid steer, like the skid steer was a piece of cake. You'd use the payloader to get the clay to just kind of fall in the hole. Well, then you started doing the black dirt. Well, then you had to get in there with the skid steer. And I'm thinking, well, skid steer's easy. Oh, no, it's not. Not when you have soft clay and and all that. So yeah, it can be, you can push a block wall in pretty easy. I did not find that out. Although, one of the houses they built just before I started working, they didn't pour cores, which means they put re-rod down in the holes on the cinder blocks, right? And then they pour concrete all the way down to hold it. Well, they forgot to do that. So when they backfilled, it just kind of boom, blew a hole, blew the wall in. Like, oh, well, you all you have is you've got mortar, right? You got spec mix holding the block together, and that's it. You got to have something else there. So you got to pour the cores, man.
I got one backfilling story from back when I sold pole frame buildings. I had a customer we sold the building to and got everything done. And like the next day he calls me and he's like, we got a problem. And I'm like, this ain't good. And he's like, he goes, it's not your problem. It's mine, but I need your help. And I'm like, all right, what's up? And he's like, well, I went to backfill around the building with my tractor, the bale forks on it, and might have shoved the bale forks through the roof. So he had four nice holes in the brand new roof of his building from the grapple forks going through the roof when he went to dump. So
oh crap! Yep, ended up having a few new sheets of tin on there, didn't he?
Yep, man, he was mad at himself, but by morning when he called me, he was kind of chuckling at himself. But it all happened. So
yeah, you gotta laugh at yourself a little bit.
But yeah, we thank everybody for tuning in, and hopefully next week we'll have the winners of the Sharpe Showdown on. We can talk to them, and then we'll talk a little bass fishing. Then we'll have the winners of the bass tournament, and yeah.
What do we got? Don't even do dirt. Tree guy. Okay. Everyone knows they have a skiddy. Yeah, the skid steer. Once you can run one of those, you can ice a cake with them.
Yep. So, well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll tune in this weekend from when we're live from the Sharpe Showdown.
Yep, we appreciate you.
Are we going to do 5 minutes with the fishing crew, or are we going to do a few minutes with the fishing crew?
We're going to do 5 minutes with the fishing crew, and I'm going to keep it at 5 minutes because who wants to listen to rambling after that? So, yeah, we'll keep her 5 with the fishing crew. Exploding trees. Poof. All right. You guys have a great Wednesday night. Hope you get a little thunder and lightning and no hail. Gene, thank you. See you Thursday. Oh, that's tomorrow morning at 8:15. Thank you much. All right. We'll see you guys later. Take care.